What if I told you that the messiest part of your kitchen is probably costing you money? Not someday. Right now. I didn't realize it until one Sunday afternoon when I emptied my pantry and found food I had completely forgotten about. Rice. Flour. Pasta. Even snacks I had purchased just weeks earlier. I was buying groceries I already owned. Food was expiring before we could use it. And every month our grocery bill seemed to climb higher. Then I discovered a few simple Japanese minimalist principles that completely changed how I manage my kitchen. In just one weekend, my kitchen became easier to use, easier to clean, and surprisingly, it started saving us money. Today, I'm showing you exactly what I did. The problem most families face. For years, I thought the problem was space. I thought if I had bigger cabinets, more shelves, or a larger pantry, everything would magically stay organized. So whenever the kitchen felt crowded, I bought another basket. Another container. Another organizer. And for a few days, things looked better. But somehow the clutter always returned. Can you relate? You organize a drawer. A week later it's messy again. You clean the counters. The next day they're covered. You buy food. Then discover you already had the same item hidden somewhere else. I finally realized that organization alone wasn't solving the problem. I was organizing clutter. And that's when I came across Japanese minimalist living. What fascinated me wasn't how beautiful their homes looked. It was their philosophy. Instead of asking, "Where can I store this?" they ask, "Do I even need this?" That one question changed everything. Lesson number 1, remove before you organize. The first thing I did was take everything out. And I mean everything. Every cabinet. Every drawer. Every shelf. Every corner of the pantry. At first, my kitchen looked worse than ever. But something interesting happened. I started seeing things I hadn't noticed before. Duplicate utensils. Broken containers. Old water bottles. Kitchen gadgets that seemed like a great idea when I bought them but had barely been touched since. Some had been sitting there for years. I realized that every unused item represented money I had already spent. Money that could have gone somewhere else. So I created 3 piles. Keep. Donate. Discard. Then I asked myself one simple question: if I didn't already own this, would I buy it today? If the answer was no, it left the kitchen. And almost immediately, the space felt lighter. Not because I had organized it. Because I had removed what didn't belong. Lesson number 2, create zones that make sense. Once the clutter was gone, organizing became much easier. One Japanese principle I loved was keeping items close to where they're used. It sounds simple. But it makes a huge difference. So I created zones. The tea and coffee station stayed near the kettle. Cooking utensils stayed near the stove. Plates stayed near the dining area. Baking supplies stayed together. And everyday items stayed at eye level. Before this, I spent so much time opening cabinet after cabinet searching for things. Now everything has a place. And because everything has a place, putting things away takes seconds instead of minutes. Even family members know where things belong. And that means less mess for everyone. Lesson number 3, the food waste hack that saved US money. This was probably the biggest game changer. I started using clear containers. Not because they looked beautiful. Although they do. I used them because they make food visible. I can instantly see how much rice is left, how much flour remains. Whether we're running low on sugar. Or whether we already have enough cereal. Before shopping, I simply check the pantry. No guessing. No duplicates. No unnecessary purchases. And because everything is visible, food gets used before it expires. Think about how much money we waste when food sits forgotten at the back of a shelf. A container costs a little once. Food waste costs you over and over again. That simple change alone made a noticeable difference in our grocery spending. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you subscribe to Smart Living Mastery. This channel is all about helping families save money, simplify their homes, and create a life that feels less stressful and more intentional. And if you're ready to start decluttering today, I've created a free decluttering checklist. You'll find it linked in the description below. The results. Now, let me be honest. My kitchen isn't perfect. And it doesn't stay picture perfect every day. We still cook. We still live. We still make messes. But the difference is huge. Meal preparation is faster. Cleaning takes less time. I know exactly what we have. I know exactly what we need. We're wasting less food. We're spending less money. And perhaps my favorite part. The kitchen feels calm. There's something incredibly peaceful about walking into a space that isn't demanding your attention. No overflowing shelves. No crowded counters. No constant visual noise. Just a space that works. And when one room in your home feels calmer, it has a way of influencing everything else. If there's one lesson Japanese minimalism taught me, it's this: you don't need a bigger kitchen. You need a kitchen that supports the life you're trying to build. A kitchen that helps your family eat well. A kitchen that reduces waste. A kitchen that respects your budget. And the good news is that you don't have to do everything at once. Start with one drawer. One shelf. One cabinet. That's it. Small improvements repeated consistently create remarkable results over time. So here's my question for you: what's the most cluttered area in your kitchen right now? The pantry? The utensil drawer? The countertops? Tell me in the comments below. If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a kitchen reset. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, at Smart Living Mastery, we're not just organizing homes. We're building better habits, better finances, and better lives. I'll see you in the next video.